Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and here with me are Kim Eberlein and Stacy West of the St. Louis Visionary Awards. And thank you again for being here. And Monday's the big day. Monday's the big award ceremony. Stacy, I want to start with you and talk about sort of your background, because I know you as the executive and artistic director of MADCO, but in terms of your teaching, it extends for a long time. And tell me a bit more about your background in terms of teaching and dance.
Yeah, and I think that when people think about teaching and dance, they think of a dance teacher in a dance studio teaching students maybe ballet or modern or jazz or hip hop, and that's one way to think about it. But when I think about teaching and education through dance, I think about using dance as a tool to educate. So I think about it way beyond the traditional means of teaching in a classroom. So for instance, I really think about weaving dance into everything that we do and everything that we present at MADCO. So that can be from a main stage performance. For instance, several years ago, we did a large collaboration in the Bosnian community to really bring to life the stories of the 50,000 Bosnians that are living here in St. Louis and to create awareness about that. Last year we did a project called Wall Stories, which was in celebration of the 25th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, to bring those stories to life. And next year I'm really proud of a project that we're just now starting for our 40th anniversary, which is in collaboration with Washington University and the Olin Libraries, where we will bring their civil rights collection and the stories within that library and that collection to life through dance. You mentioned we're also the professional dance company in residence at the Two Hill at the University of Missouri St. Louis, and that relationship has allowed us so many opportunities to we're at an academic institution. So there are so many resources and opportunities there. We work with students with disabilities, we work with the music department, international studies, again, to use dance as a tool to educate. And that's really what my passion is.
Yeah, no, I think that's such a great point to make too, because I know that you've done other great work with the Jackie Joyner-Kersee piece and just so much. So I appreciate you sort of expanding on that idea.
Yeah.
Kim, let's get back to just the remainder of the honorees, because there's 3 other women who are going to be honored next Monday.
So Phoebe Dent-Weil is receiving an award for the Outstanding Supporter of the Arts. And she is an artist herself. She was one of the first women trained in art conservation in New York City. She came to WashU, was part of a pioneering group who determined how to conserve public statues, which were corroding. And she has preserved many of the statues that you see around St. Louis, but has also worked in Rome and in Paris and is well known. She and her husband provided an enormous collection of their own art to the St. Louis Art Museum in 2011. She's supported the St. Louis Symphony, the opera, and many other groups.
Okay.
And Dee Nichols, who is the Community and Education Outreach Coordinator for the Contemporary Art Museum. She is a social worker, a designer, and a community arts organizer. And she has so many ideas, and she's really getting them done. She did a project called Food Spark, where everyone was invited to bring a dish and bring an idea to create change. And she has brought together people from all over St. Louis to do work together, but to have fun together. She's a real force. And of course, Denise Times, who is our preeminent jazz artist, and we're thrilled to have her. And she really has sung for several presidents, the Queen of England, performed with Tony Bennett, and also does some very wonderful concerts here to benefit the Mildred Times Foundation for Pancreatic Cancer. So it's a wonderful group.
And before we wrap things up, what can people expect on Monday? You actually have other local artists performing, is that correct?
We're going to have just a great night. We have Alicia Graf Mack, who is one of the premier dancers. She was with Alvin Ailey and Dance Theater of Harlem. We have Karen Bliznick, who's the principal trumpet for the St. Louis Symphony, and they're going to perform some things together, and it'll be a great night.
It's going to be a wonderful night. We've got that information for you on the screen. It's the St. Louis Visionary Awards. It's taking place Monday, April 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Sun Theater in Grandel Square. You can go to visawards.org for more information or to reserve a ticket to be able to attend. Again, visawards.org. And thank you both so much for being here, and congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right, well, there's more STL Live right after this. Stay with us.